Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's just Prez, back with another 2K25 Myteam video. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking every single 100 overall card in this game on a tier list that goes from S tier to D tier. No F tier because they're 100 overalls. They can't be that bad, right? If you guys do enjoy the tier list and you like seeing content like this, I've been pushing it out almost every single day. You can go back and look at my channel, see if there's anything else you like. But if you do enjoy the content, make sure to hit subscribe, hit the like button, do all that good stuff. We're about to hit 100 subscribers, and it really would mean a lot to me. With all that yap out of the way, I'm going to start off here. I'm just going to go ahead and mix some of these cards around so we can get a little bit of the variety in the sets here. Forgot to do that before I started recording. So just so we're not going through the same set over and over again, just going to throw some of these cards around here. Let's get started here with Shaq. Gonna start Shaq. He's gonna go into honestly S tier for 100 overalls. You can play him at power forward. He's 7'1" with Garland, 325 pounds. Absolutely ridiculous card. If you guys have used him, his jump shot's elite. 7'1", Garland, huge player build. Not much more you can ask for. Dirk, as much as this hurts because I do have the card and I spent like $400 and ended up with it. He's A tier. 7 foot at power forward with a good jump shot, but he doesn't really bring much else for you. And when you have Shaq, who's just bigger and has a better shot, I mean, Dirk can't be in the same tier as him, but still a good card. Porzingis, I'm gonna put an A for now. I'll have my top 5 in S tier, 1 for each position. And for me, Porzingis not quite as good as Shaq, taller, but a worse jump shot and not as good movement. So he's just going to go high A tier for me. Weber, I think, fits in nicely at B tier. He's a really good defender, and if you really like his jump shot, he can be A tier. But that jump shot holds him back for the majority of the community. So for me, he goes B tier. One of the best defenders in the game, though. Booker's still B tier. Best fadeaway in the game, or top 2. Creates a lot of separation. He has Garland. He has a good jumper. He just can't create a ton off the dribble, but I think he's still really good at point guard. Like, he's 6'6" with a really good fade with a good jump shot. He has Garland. He can get the job done for you. Jordan at this point is A tier. He's not quite gonna make it into that S tier. Doesn't have a behind the back. Jump shot's good, but I mean, he's just he's not the top of the top anymore. But he was for a long time, considering he came out in season 5. Still an A tier card, good jump shot, good movement. Just not quite in that S tier anymore. Luka, for me, he's C tier. I know like a lot of people like to rank him and Booker together, but I think Booker's better than him. He has just as good of a jump shot, but he can fade and he can create a little more off the dribble. Luka really only has that standstill jump shot. Luka can't fade. Luka has a terrible fade. So I think Luka goes C tier. I don't think he's a very good card. Regular Tim Duncan's D tier. He doesn't really bring anything to the table as 100 overall. However, power forward. Why did I say power forward? Pro pass Tim Duncan, I think, is A tier. One of the best movement cards at that power forward position with that KPJ base jump shot is just absolutely beautiful. Still a great card, maybe a little undersized at this point in the year, but he'll get the job done for you. Carmelo, B. At the 2, he brings that height, being 6'8" at the 2 with a good jump shot. I believe he has Curry fade, so that's not amazing to see, but it's not the end of the world. Just not great. But 6'8" at the 2 with a good jump shot, decent dribble sigs. He'll be in there in B tier. Curry's D. He's 6'2", 6'3". Shot's not even that good this year with the Curry fade. He's just not a good card. T-Mac. T-Mac might go in as that S tier shooting guard for me. We'll have to see if there's any shooting guards that I find later that I would rather have. But as a 100 overall shooting guard, T-Mac is just absolutely elite. Only knock on the card is that he has that Curry fade too, but great movement, incredible jump shot. Again, he's 6'8" at the 2. Just brings a little more to the table than Melo does, and with that jump shot and dribble moves being so elite, he's going to be in that S tier for me for now. Penny's B. He's a lot like Booker, he's a little better. He's a little taller, so he'll go high B for me, but he also doesn't break into that A tier where Jordan is. Penny's jump shot is a little slow. He doesn't have perfect dribble moves. He's a good dunker. He's just not elite of the elite anymore, but he's still a solid card. Ewing, D tier. Everybody knows that. I don't have to get into it that much. Bol. For me, he goes B tier. You can't use that jump shot. You can't, and it's not like one of those where you can shoot over everybody. You can't. I mean, to a certain extent, you can, but like a Rick Smits, like a Wemby, he's not going to do that for you, and his jump shot is just so slow. But getting to the rim, just being that really long, tall defender and slasher, he still does bring value to the court, which is why he's B tier for me. But I would rather have Dirk, Tim Duncan, Kristaps all at the power forward over Bol. Yao, he's our S tier center. He's just Yao Ming. I don't think I need to go into description too much. That card's just absolutely broken. Shea, for me, is the S tier point guard. I think he's better than Jordan. I think his fade is better. I think his jump shot's better. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I do think Shea is better than Jordan. He's also longer. Really good dunk packages. I think he's a great card. So he'll be in the S tier for now, unless I find a point guard. Later on in the list, who I like better, Klay Thompson. I can't put him C. He's not a C tier card. He's B. Good jump shot, good movement. Decent movement. At this point, if you locked in for him, I would personally regret it. I would have regretted it at the time, but he's a B tier card. He can hold it down at the shooting guard position. De'Aaron Fox is D tier. He's terrible. Wilt. Do I think Wilt is better than Shaq? I don't really know. I mean, I know I only want 5 in here, but I think they're exactly the same. So I'm going to throw him in there at that S tier. I do think he's better than Porzingis. I think he's better than Dirk. I think he's better than Tim. Super long player build. I think he has like an 8-foot wingspan. Sorry, with an amazing jump shot. Is just ridiculous. And if I have Shaq at S tier, I'm going to put Wilt in at S tier too. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to keep my S tier to those top 5. I'm bringing Shaq down to A tier. I think Wilt's better than him. Kwame Brown, C. I mean, he doesn't bring much to the court besides a good jump shot. Okay, Sigs. No real reason to run the card. Chris Bosh, same thing. He's worse than Kwame Brown, though, so I'm going to have him below him. Bad jump shot on Bosh for this point in the year. No real dribble moves whatsoever, and he's not a crazy size at all. And I just slide completely. I forgot they added this card into the game. Wilt's going back down. Wembanyama. Ridiculous card. Has his own jump shot on very quick, which is perfect. That's all you need. Can't really dribble too much, but you don't need him to. He's Wembanyama. Stupid card. Stupid card. Oscar, if I have Luka in C, I have to have Oscar in C. Undersized. Shots not that quick. Sorry about that. Oscar, undersized, shots not that quick. Decent dribble moves, like he can get around the court for you, and he's a really good dunker. I ran the card for a while. He has some really glitchy quick drop dunks that are solid, but at this point, he's just too undersized. Shots not fast enough. Anthony Edwards, he's even worse, even more undersized with even worse dribble moves. James Worthy, he also is terrible. I think we all know that at this point. Really, really unusable shot. Horrible jump shot on the card. Can't really dribble either. Anthony Davis, he's not as bad as the card in D tier. He's just another Bosh. He's another Kwame with a slower shot. LeBron, I think he's our S tier small forward. I really do. We'll have to see obviously later on, but perfect sigs, amazing jump shot. Gets a lot of glitchy like push off animations when he drives. LeBron cards just get those sometimes where like when you're going at the rim, he'll just move people out of the way sometimes. Even other 100 overalls with 99 strength, like he'll just move them. And with sigs like that, with a jump shot like that, it's ridiculous. He's great. Coming in at S tier for me. Larry Bird, he's going to slide in here at A tier. Perfect card aside from that De'Aaron Fox dribble style, which really hurts the card. But you can get around with it. Like if you know what you're doing, you do a opposite hand crossover, he'll burst just fine. But you just really have to play careful with the card, which is annoying. But he comes with Pro 2, almost perfect SIGs, tall card. Jump shot slows down a lot when he gets tired, which is annoying. But he's still an A tier card. Kevin Durant, hate me if you want. He's A tier. He's top of A tier. He's amazing. Kevin Durant with Fade, which is, in my opinion, the best jump shot in the game. And then it goes Pro 2, and then it goes Booker. Those are your top 3. In my opinion, Kevin Durant's the best one. It creates the most space, and it's so easy to get off. He has perfect SIGs, a really glitchy jump shot. I know people think it's slow, but it also goes over people a lot, and you can just fade with the card over and over again. Super long player build. Just a lot to like about the card, in my opinion. One of the best 100 overalls in this game. Cade Cunningham, I think he's D tier. I really do. I think Oscar and Luka are better than him. Cade's movement is really, really clunky, and his jump shot is really bad. So I know it's probably unpopular, but I think Cade is a D tier card. I think the only thing he brings for value is defense and height, and I think Luka and Oscar bring more on offense and can play very, very similar defense, if not better, in the case of Luka. So Cade's D tier for me. Same with Clyde Drexler. The card's just bad. Clyde Drexler's just not good. Paulo. This might also be unpopular. I think Paulo's top of B. I think Kevin Durant's better than him, and he's in my A tier. So Paulo, similar speed shot, but it doesn't go over anybody. Bad fade on Paulo. His SIGs are not very good, except for he has Garland. So when you have Garland with a not very good shot, and all you really bring to the table is being 6'10 with good defense, I don't see it with Paulo. I really don't. I know people like the card, but I don't see it. Ben Simmons, top of A tier. I don't think he's the best point guard, 100 overall. But aside from playing ridiculous defense, if all you're looking for is a defensive point guard, he is absolutely S tier. Doesn't really bring it on the offensive side of the ball for me. Weird jump shot. Jump shot's not that elite, not that good a movement either. I mean, it's not, his movement isn't bad, but it's not good either. It's a little weird. Has Garland, great slasher, amazing defender, but in my opinion, I'm taking Shea over him, which is why he comes in at the top of A tier for me. If it was up to me completely, which I guess it is, but I don't want people to absolutely ream me in the comments, I'm gonna have him at the top of A. I'd have him personally in the middle, a little closer to B than A, but that's just my preference. Harden, B, 6'5" point guard with not amazing SIGs, not an amazing jump shot. You know, he's whatever. Vince, at this point, at a shooting guard position, he's C tier. You can get the shot off. It's the same as Weber, but he's just undersized. Decent SIGs, decent jump shot, but he's undersized. Not as bad as these guys down in D tier, though. Dwight Howard, he's also C tier. He's fast. He plays faster than a lot of bigs. Bad jump shot, though, and he has Garland, but he's undersized at either position that you play him at. So really, he only has Garland and that speed, which technically is the same as everyone else, so I don't see the point in running Dwight Howard at all. Kazi, top A. You can honestly argue that he should be that S tier point guard, but he's not quite for me. He gets at the top of Showdown, like at the very highest level, he gets picked on because he's 6'5" with a short wingspan. I'm not saying he can't play defense, but he's going to give up a few baskets that Shea won't and that Ben Simmons wouldn't. But offensively, super elite. He gets a few too many load ups for me, but the jump shot's great. The dribble SIGs are perfect. So he's that top A tier point guard for me. Zion, D tier, 6'6" power forward. Pippen's B. I would put him C, but he's super tall, plays great defense, and he has a good jump shot, so he can't be in C tier, but he also does not make it into A tier. Jordan, Kazi, and Ben Simmons are way better point guards than this Pippen card is. Pippen also has zero movement, so again, sorry. If you are just looking for a 3-and-D point guard, like, he's fine. You could say he's A tier if you don't want to dribble with your point guard or you don't want to create any shots with your point guard, but I do. So he's going B tier for me. Danny Manning is actually pretty solid. He's going to go A tier for me, really. He has a good jump shot, decent dribble moves, and a really good, I don't know if I already said he has a good shot, but he has a good shot. And he's like 6'10" at small forward. So he plays over all these cards down here for me. He'll be in at the bottom of A tier. Tatum, no point running the card at all. D tier. Willis Reed is actually super good, and this might be insane, but I'm putting him A tier. Maybe that's crazy, but he has, in my opinion, the best shot in this game. It never misses. I've gone 7 for 7 with the card in 5 games, which I've never been able to do with any other card in 2K25 because of the RNG shooting. But Willis Reed's shot is just so pure that it's so good, and he's a decent size. 6'10" at power forward is fine. I know it's undersized, but you can use it. And when he brings that offense to the table, I'm putting him bottom of A. I'd rather have the card than Bull and Paulo and Weber. I'd rather run him. I really would. Tony Parker, D tier. Ray Allen, D tier. Let's do it. DeMar DeRozan, D tier. Jerry West, D tier. Let's go through all of them. I think that's it though. I know it's not. John Stockton, D tier. Cool, that rounds that out. Josh Smith, B, good shot, decent SIGs, but there's better. He doesn't bring super special height. He doesn't really bring anything special. His Pro 2 is really good though, so he's good at fading. Greg Oden, he's A, 7-foot power forward with Garland. Almost, he has like Trey behind the back. He can put the ball on the floor. He's 7 foot with an elite shot. He's A tier. He is. Myteam C. He doesn't bring much to the court whatsoever. He's 6'10", decent shot. Can't really do much else. And I know it might sound hypocritical, me having Willis Reed today and me having it is hypocritical. I'll bring Willis down to B as much as I do like that card. I really do. Myteam just not quite on that B tier level. Rashard Lewis is C. He's really tall at small forward, and he's a good slasher, great defender. He can't go D tier just because of that size he does provide at small forward. But yeah, not a great card. Not someone I'd be looking for to go out of your way to get. Cousins, I'm gonna have to throw him in D. Cousins is bad. Cousins is a bad card. Kyle Korver, they kind of screwed this card over. They could have made him better, but he's still 6'7" at shooting guard with a great shot. Glenn Rice, A tier. If you want to argue him over Tracy, you can, and I honestly would. We'll go Glenn Rice in S tier, and we'll take Tracy down to top of A. Glenn Rice, same height as Tracy with better SIGs and just as good of a shot. And he comes with normal. And I'd honestly rather have normal than I would have Curry. So Glenn Rice is going to slide in there at S tier for me. Gilbert Arenas is C. His shot's good, but other than that, he's short point guard. Not on the level of those D tier guys, but he definitely does not break into B tier at all. Lonzo, C. I don't know why you'd run the card. 6'6" point guard, but that's it. Mitch, also C. Again, short point guard. Good shot, good SIGs. Not a bad card. He's just short. Jermaine O'Neal, 6'10" small forward with good SIGs, good jump shot. He goes A tier for me. Hidu, point guard. He's A. Good shot, decent SIGs, 6'10" at the point guard. Can put the ball on the floor more than Pippen can for sure, so I'm going to have him over Pippen personally. Embiid he's really not bad. He's not a bad card. I know a lot of people don't run him, but he's a 7-foot power forward, good jump shot, decent dribble moves, good slasher. He's a solid card. You really can run that card if you want, and you will see success with him. John Isaac, I don't think you can run the card based purely on that shot. Too slow. And I know maybe earlier in the year or in the season he provided a little more value with his height. But now you can get a lot of 6'10" small forwards. Even the dark matter ones like Kenyon Martin have that same size, but are just so much better offensively that I don't know why you would run Jonathan Isaac. Nash, C. Short point guard, but really good SIGs, really good jump shot. And if you can run a small point guard, he'd be the one that I would say to run out of all these C tier guys. So honestly, I'll put him in B tier. I'll put him in B. If you think you can run a 6'3" point guard, you can't. You can't. Top of C. Giannis, B. Top of B. He has a good shot, and that's it. long player build, but he's at power forward, so he doesn't even provide you with like elite level size for the position. He'll get a lot of glitchy defensive animations because he's Giannis, but if you're playing showdown, I mean, he just has a good shot. That's about it. But he provides a lot with that shot and defense, enough to put him in B tier. Jalen Williams, C, honestly. 6'5" shooting guard. That's it. 6'5" shooting guard. Blake also at this point is C. Like I said with Jonathan Isaac, I mean, they're kind of the same thing, honestly. Slow shot at this point. Decent size at small forward. Decent dribble moves. Not really. They're okay. He doesn't do much for you at this point in the year. Ingram, 6'10" shooting guard with a shot that I really like. Good shot, good fade. Can put the ball on the floor just a bit, but he's 6'10" at that shooting guard position with a super smooth release, so he'll go B tier. For me, Julius Randle, he might go in D tier too. 6'8" small forward with not even a broken shot at all. Serge, top of B. You could argue A, but with being 6'10" at the power forward position, he's going to get picked on by the likes of those bigger centers that can play power forward, like Rick Smits, like Wemby, like those guys. Even like a Shaq is just gonna torch that card. Even Greg Oden's gonna give that card problems, just being 6'10" at the 4. But Ibaka can dribble. He has a really good shot, so he's still gonna be in there at B tier. MPJ gets hated on, bottom of B. Better shot than Isaac, better shot than those tall small forwards like Blake. Where did Blake go? He's still in C. Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. on very quick isn't that bad. You can get it off. He's tall, got a long wingspan. Still not great, but a decent shot, decent sigs. All around bottom of B tier card. He's a B- card when it comes to 100 overalls. Elgin Baylor, A tier. I don't have an argument for him to be an S tier. Maybe you can make it. Personally, I couldn't. 6'5", gets picked on. Shot isn't super elite. It's a good shot, but it's not great. Good sigs, though. Perfect sigs. Pro 2 fade, but just being 6'5". But his sigs, I mean, he has a good shot. I don't want you guys to get me wrong. He has a good shot, but it's not elite. And then he's 6'5" at point guard. But he is still a really good card. If you have him, you can definitely run him and see success. Sean Marion, again, is going to go A tier. One of the best shots in the game. 6'7" shooting guard. Going to play great defense. And he's just going to get off every shot that you want him to. If you don't care about scoring with your shooting guard, he could be your S tier shooting guard. Or not scoring, but like running your offense through your shooting guard. He could be that S tier shooting guard for you, but not quite for me. Chet, call me crazy. He's B. 7'1" at that power forward position, but that's it. Not a good shot. Bad shot, in my opinion. Gonna play defense, but that's it. All he brings to the table for me is defense, and that's not enough to put him over any of these bigs in A tier. Cat, C. The cat is just not good. They did not make Big Purr very good. He's C tier. David Thompson, 6'4" point guard. Everything else, he's okay, but he's a 6'4" point guard at this point in the year. I know I almost put Steve Nash in C tier, but that's because he has the best sigs, one of the best releases. So that's why I'd moved him down anyway. Glenn Robinson, he's not bad, but they gave him Rafer Alston, which just kind of screws with the card. So I'm going to put him B tier, but other than that Rafer Alston size up, he's not too bad. Going to go B tier. Miles Turner, wherever Tim Duncan is, that's where Miles Turner is. They're very similar cards. Going to do a lot of the same things for you, but I think Tim Duncan's just a little better than him, so I want to switch them around. If I was going to make any changes to this list for the top 5, you could argue Ben Simmons in S. You could argue T-Mac in S. Other than that, I kind of like where this list is at. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know I have a few controversial opinions. I'm sure that Willis Reed in A tier for a while will get some people. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Again, if you would hit subscribe, it would mean the world to me. And if you guys enjoy the content, stick around. I'll have more videos coming out for you in the coming days. And I will see you guys then. Peace out.